Hey, namaste. I'm Kay. This is Ecstatic Self. So, one of the things I work on with a lot of my clients is the ability to tap into their natural spiritual abilities. Because a lot of us who have explored spiritual traditions that involve meditation or mindfulness before have been told that meditation and mindfulness only looks a certain way. You sit in this one posture, you do this mantra or this visualization or this complicated practice for a specific length of time, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 2 hours, whatever. And if you are not doing it exactly right, then you are not a good meditator. And some of them will still pay lip service to, like, oh, well, there's no such thing as a bad meditation. As long as you sit, it's fine. But what this ends up doing, in my experience, and not for everybody, but for people, is that ends up forcing them to disconnect from their innate spirituality and their sense of feeling successful as a meditator and a spiritual human being. So instead, what I encourage people I coach with to do is start to noticing in their life where are the places that they automatically slip into their spiritual high, their meditative state. Do they do it while running or exercising? Do they do it while doing dishes? Do they find a meditative state while taking care of their kids or knitting or just sitting and breathing or being in a rocking chair, watching the sunset or playing with their dog or playing with their kid? Like we all have these moments where we can slip into a state of spiritual flow. But if we've been conditioned to believe that spirituality only looks a certain way or checks specific boxes, then we're going to struggle. We're going to feel like failures. So I don't think that there is any right or wrong way to meditate. If you love napping and like that experience of like transitioning into a nap state is meditative and pulls you into a great state, cool. Explore that. What does it look like to try and hold on to that as you go into sleep? Maybe you explore some practices that involve sleep. Right? There's so many hundreds and thousands of different styles of meditation and different traditions. And so really it's about finding what works for you and diving into it. So if ever that's something you want to work with me on, of course, I'm available for one-on-one work on that. But be open to yourself. Realize that you already have inside of you the keys and the skills and the power and the awareness to become somebody who considers themselves spiritually adept. That this idea of enlightenment is not a state you achieve so much as it's a continual process of uncovering. Right? There's no time we just reach enlightenment and we're done. We continually have to grow in our abilities and our meditative practices, and you already have everything you need inside of you. I'm going to paraphrase Rumi badly, but he says one of the great mysteries of the universe is a man in prison holding the key with his arms, his skeleton covered in dust. That we have the answers already. So why are you keeping yourself locked in prison? Why are you assuming that you have to go to this one place or study with this one person or do this one practice, or that's so limited? Spirituality, by its very definition, is unlimited. It is everything in creation, everything that is yet to be created, everything that has ever been created, or everything that's even been a dream. Everything exists in the world. Therefore, everything exists in spirituality. So how are you cutting yourself off from your innate potential by saying it has to be a certain way? And I think that extends to life too, right? Because how many of us say, my life has to look a certain way? And I cut myself off from what brings me joy, what brings me fulfillment, because I have a narrow lens of what it must be. What if instead you open up to possibilities? Okay, I'm happy and honored to get to be exploring this with you. Thank you so much for being part of this journey. Please comment, like, subscribe, share this videos with others if it's meaningful to you. Namaste.